In 2021, many journalists and health experts said that India's COVID death numbers were higher than what the government was publishing. For that, they were trolled mercilessly. Remember Danish Siddiqui? His photographs from a crematorium in New Delhi sparked massive backlash. BJP supporters called him a vulture. For what? For highlighting the abnormal number of cremations. Danish was killed while covering the Afghanistan war, but his photographs during COVID won the Pulitzer after his death. And now, 4 years later, Danish and everyone else who pointed out that the government was hiding the real death figures have been proven right. Recently released figures by the government show that almost 2 million, that's 20 lakh more people, died in 2021. That's way higher than what the union government and several state governments had been claiming. Let me explain. The Government of India recently released 3 annual reports on deaths and births in India. Let's look at just the CRS, that's the Civil Registration System first. It shows 1 crore 2 lakh deaths were registered in 2021. Here are the numbers from the previous years. From 65 lakhs in 2017, the number of deaths touched 81 lakhs in 2020. This was also a pandemic year, but it did not record as many deaths as 2021. The death rate in 2021 was abnormal, even if one was to account for a natural increase in the number of deaths. It was 15 to 20 lakh more than what it would have been had it not been a pandemic year. But the Indian government had claimed that just 3.3 lakh people died due to COVID. There are several states that undercounted majorly. I'll come to that in just a bit. Now, you may be wondering why I'm picking up this data now. Normally, this data is published 2 years later, but the Home Ministry delayed it even further. And last week, when India was in the middle of a war-like situation with Pakistan, this much-awaited data was finally released. Which is why I thought it's important that this episode of Let Me Explain should be on COVID deaths. Now, before I go into the episode, let me remind you that at the News Minute, we had reported in 2021 about this undercount in COVID deaths. We brought you reports of excess deaths from Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and many other states. And the government's data aversion is not just about COVID. Remember the Kumbh Stampede? A news laundry investigation had revealed that the number of deaths were way higher than what the government data claimed. Not just these, we've also pointed out the underestimation of manual scavenging deaths in India. And this is exactly why independent journalism matters. We don't go behind the noise or sensation. We take time, research, and bring you stories that matter. So become a News Minute subscriber by scanning the QR code on your screen. And if you're watching from abroad, then click the link in the description. Remember, a new episode of Let Me Explain drops every Saturday, and do not forget to follow our WhatsApp channel. 20 lakh excess deaths in India in 2021. Even now, the government has justified it by saying all these deaths cannot be attributed just to COVID. Let's look at the government's arguments for a bit. It says the number of deaths registered could have increased because of population rise, and that more people could have registered deaths. Because remember, at least 10 to 20% of deaths in India are not even registered. But the explanations just don't add up. The crude death rate, which is the number of estimated deaths per 1,000 people, had been falling for many years now. The crude death rate, which was as high as 14.9 in 1971, dropped to 6 by 2019 and 2020. In 2021, it suddenly surged to 7.5. If there had been no pandemic, the death rate would have probably fallen further or just remained at 6. Let me simplify this further. If there was no pandemic and the death rate had stayed the same, the deaths would have been around 82 lakhs. So how did this happen? That's because most of the states played along and underreported majorly. And Gujarat tops that list. The state saw nearly 2 lakh excess deaths in 2021 alone. And how much of this was reported by the Gujarat government? Just 5,800, which is an underreporting of 34 times. Madhya Pradesh and West Bengal come next, with 18 and 15 times higher deaths. According to this estimate from The Hindu, Uttar Pradesh and Telangana too saw 18 to 19 times excess deaths compared to the official COVID death toll. Kerala, on the other hand, saw the least undercounting, which is 1.5 times. The state's official death toll was 44,000, while excess deaths was about 69,000. In July 2021, the Center for Global Development, which is a US-based research institute, estimated that there could have been 3.4 to 4.7 million excess deaths in India. The New York Times and the BBC published this study like many other media. But this study was immediately dismissed by the government. They called this misinformed and fallacious. The government even blamed the research and said well-conducted research studies on mortalities are usually done after the event when data on mortalities are available from reliable sources. But here's the problem. There was no data. It was withheld for many years. How did the government expect researchers to do their work? New York Times, BBC, and others faced backlash on social media for publishing these numbers. Some even brought up the fact that the think tank was headed by a Pakistan-born economist at the time, suggesting that there was some kind of hidden agenda behind projecting India badly. In 2022, there were reports that the World Health Organization had to delay releasing its estimate of global death toll for many months. Why? Because of objections from India. The Union Health Ministry said that India's basic objection had not been with the result, whatever they might have been, but rather with the methodology adopted for the same. India questioned WHO's methodology, claiming that it cannot be applied to such a vast nation. Almost all of us know someone who died in the pandemic, a family member, a friend, an acquaintance or colleague, or a neighbor. During most parts of the pandemic, many TV channels pretended things were normal.
मौसम त्योहारों का है और इस सीजन में कोरोना से जंग के मोर्चे पर लगातार शुभ संकेत मिल रहे हैं। 2 दिन से लगातार मामले 30,000 से नीचे आ रहे हैं।
Triumph of Indian science, enterprise and collective spirit of 130 crore Indians. And the man who led from the front to pay tribute to our country's COVID warriors was none other than Pradhan Sevak, Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi.
But there were those who questioned this ridiculous undercounting. There were many media houses that patiently reported on excess deaths, like The Hindu, which went state by state. Scroll, India Spend, Article 14, and like I said here at the News Minute too, we did the same thing. But every time such a report was published, it was met with denial. How did the governments do that? And how did 20 lakh people die mysteriously that year? Look, undercounting of COVID deaths isn't unique to India. One reason for this could be perhaps to pretend that the COVID response of the country was great.
पूरे संसार में सबसे अच्छा कोविड प्रबंधन कहीं हुआ है तो हमारे भारत में.
Another reason could be because people could have died of COVID without ever being tested. Or patients could have died at home and never made it to the official records. Methods for officially recording COVID deaths were imperfect. The protocol for recording COVID deaths was set down by the ICMR. The guidelines said that a COVID patient's death should be recorded as COVID death even if they die without symptoms. So even if a COVID-positive person died of respiratory illness, then that illness is recorded as the immediate cause of death. But COVID is listed as the underlying cause. If a person dies without a test or was COVID negative but still showed symptoms, it must be listed as a probable COVID death. But journalists had found from officials across states that such a liberal counting method was not being followed in practice. Only when someone died soon after testing positive and had symptoms of COVID-19 were they counted as COVID death. And most of the deaths counted were of people dying in hospitals, although many just died in their homes. I think it's important that we take a look back at these two comments. UK-based medical journal The Lancet in 2021 had said, Modi government has shown themselves to be wholly untrustworthy on COVID-19 health data. The second was from Bhramar Mukherjee, a professor of biostatistics and epidemiology, who said that in many parts of India there was complete data denial. She called it a complete massacre of data. It wasn't just India. Worldwide, it estimated the actual number of deaths to be more than 3 times the number officially recorded, a total of nearly 14.9 million deaths. Now, we can't go back in time and count all those COVID deaths that went unrecorded. All we can do now is ask for accountability in the future, for governments to not hide data and keep citizens in the dark about how grave a situation actually is.